starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host Superman in the house for another day of crypto and Pulsechain paradise. We're going to get into all the latest news and project updates as things roll along. We had a bit of a green candles yesterday. I haven't looked at it today, so we'll see. I'm going to look at all the markets pretty fresh at the same time as I'm looking at on here. I'll be looking at it today. So yeah, we did have green candles when I turned in for the evening yesterday. We'll see what it is today. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So anyway, first of all, share the show on X. And if you're out there, just hit the repost button. It really helps a lot there. And of course, that is the link right there. Bam. Now, I just realized that I had been talking about Strategy Club. And I realized my link was a little bit not quite set up right. So I put updated the Strategy Club link on the X post up the top there. You'll see it's right at the top. So if you want to join the Strategy Club, you can do that. I might show you in a minute where it is. But yeah, it's just over $1 a day. You get all the latest intel around crypto and Pulsechain, X1 chain, and other chains like that. So definitely want to get on there, especially if you're busy and or new to crypto. It's pretty cool. We also have lots of chats in the Discord, so you get access to all that. Ask me some questions, and I answer them straight away, which is kind of cool. You get the VIP treatment. We got the Crypto Night Show. That is the link. We got Vets and Crypto in the house there. Bang, bang. Hey, good to see you, Vets and Crypto. Now, I guess Vets and Crypto, you're getting excited for TruDeFi with the True2X project launching. I do understand that they started launching yesterday. I think they're still working on it, and it's probably today. And so we're going to talk about that update in a minute in a bit more depth. But yeah, that's kind of where I think we're at the moment. All right, without further ado, though, let's get into the markets and see where everything is at. We will be covering LibertySwap updates. Vets and Crypto says that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. So just a few more things to do in their run sheet, I guess. A few more things to do. Anyway, we've got LibertySwap updates. We're going to be doing CoinMafia is getting close for the hype, so we're going to cover that. And we're going to have a look at a few of the websites and TruDeFi too. So TruDeFi, of course, a 2x Pulse. All right, so let me get to that. I've got one thing to pull up first before we talk about that. So let me just set that up. And bam. All right, let's pull it up. Let's go there. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. It is Sunday here in New Zealand right now, midday exactly. 21st of December, Sunday. Oh my gosh, it's the 21st. OMG. So we're only a couple of days away from Christmas here. We're always a day ahead of you guys in America. So yeah, that's crazy. As I say, crazy. All right, so that's kind of where we are right now. Let me bring up one more thing. We'll get there. And boom. I was almost had this ready, but didn't quite get there. And then the show had to start. Show at the start because I'm on a timer. And let's go. All right, we're just about there. All right, that looks good. Let's get into it. Without further ado, let's check out the markets. Just slide that over there. Bam. And here we go. All right. Let me know in the chat what you guys have been looking at. If you've been picking up any particular cryptos or anything like that, let us know. If you want me to check anything out, let me know as well on the charts. As long as it's not, scam-licious too much. All right. So what else we got there? We got the total market cap right now, 3.077 trillion on CoinGecko. It's up 0.1%. We've got Bitcoin at the moment at 88,279. It is flat at the moment based on this. Let me do a refresh just to make sure I got the latest and greatest. I know it does update, but yeah, flat. We got Ethereum at the moment at $2,977, so below 3,000, down 0.3%. At number 4 is BNB. It's down 0.3%, $852. XRP at number 5 is up 1.3%, so moving against the trend there. At $1.93. We got Solana at number 7, down 0.5%, $126. Tron at the moment is flat at 28 cents. And Doge there down 0.2% at 13.2 cents. So relatively flat actually on the whole. I mean, it's really just a flat market. XRP standing out a little bit there, up 1.5%. Best performer overnight, of course, XRP. Best performer over the last week. Let's see who that has been. Bitcoin. Is it Bitcoin? I think it's Bitcoin, guys. Only down 2% over the last week. Looking at the top 100 over the last week, we've got Midnight. This is this privacy chain. ZK from Charles Hoskinson up 57%. Canton up 41%. Monero, number 3, up 17%. Uniswap up 15%. And Sky up 9.6%. Those are the top 5. So there's generally some pretty heavyweight protocols in there. Obviously, it's the top 100. We got top gainers in top 1,000. BitLight, Anime Coin, Act 1, the AI Prophecy. That's pretty interesting. And we've got trending Midnight, Monero, and Uniswap that's trending at the moment on CoinGecko. All right, so the privacy thing getting a bit of love right now. Probably a good era for Pruvex, and of course LibertySwap. We're going to talk about that coming up. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let's get into the charts, and we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin at the moment, you can see, is sitting at, like we said, at 88,225. So it's actually holding up pretty well. I know it's at the bottom of the range here, and it certainly has to do a bit of work to move up, but actually not too bad. You can see the 50 moving average for monthly. This is the monthly chart. You can see that's still well above that, right? Moving to the daily, we'll jump straight to the daily there. And you can see we've still got that death cross playing out. We're still at the bottom of the range, but we have bounced from the bottom range. So the bottom range around about 85,000. We're up at 88. So, on the daily, and that death cross still played out. So, still in a kind of a sideways channel at the moment, bottoming out from that last move. Excuse me. Hopefully we'll get to reverse that death cross into January, right? Wouldn't that be cool? All right, so Ethereum at the moment, let's have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum at the moment on the monthly is at $2,900, or the price at the moment, $2,975, just below 3,000. Looking pretty similar in some ways, in at least this last little while, last 6 months. And we've got the 50-day moving average at 2,537, giving us really good support. We got down to about 2,600 not long ago, and here we are at 29.75. So we're actually looking pretty good there too. Let's have a look at the daily chart. Let's have a look at the daily, and we can see at the moment we've still got a death cross as well playing out, but we're also bouncing from the bottom of the range. I guess the bottom of the range there, 2760. I think we got down to 2600 on intraday, but here we are at just below 3000 right now. So feeling good about. I guess the narrative is that we could get a little bit of a mini Christmas pump. We're kind of getting that at the moment. Will it go a bit more over the next few days? We'll see before Christmas. And then, typically it's pretty quiet between Christmas and about the 7th or 10th of January. So we might have a bit of a quiet period there. Be interesting to see whether any market maker decides to do anything there. But that's kind of where we're looking forward to. Then 10th of January into February, if Tom Lee and Raoul Paul are right, we'll get potentially break Bitcoin all-time highs. So we'll get a massive rally. And that would be breaking a 4-year cycle as well. So we've got a lot of potential things there. Also, the interest rate cuts at the end of January, right? If we get that happening at the moment, that's not the majority view, but things can change. We'll see. All right, so that's Ethereum right now, and that leads us with that's the majors there. Obviously, no stock market or economic news today. That's kind of it. Now we've got a few comments from Vets. Let's see here. Is Pruvex Quantum ready? Is that even a thing for the protocol? I don't know if any crypto is quantum ready. Don't think so. Now, it also depends what you mean by quantum, right? Because even quantum scientists don't even know what quantum is. So, I've been following that topic for some time. Bets in crypto. Crypto Rambo repost the stream. I appreciate that. Thanks very much. You got two accounts. Nice. You don't have enough pulse, for True2X coming out soon. TruDeFi yesterday was the reason for the green candles, says Vets. Very nice. Very nice. Well, Somi was talking about Aave, the Aave fork, but we had a little bit of green candles yesterday anyway. All right, so let's get into the GoPulse numbers, and I'm going to have a look at this. in real time. I'm trying to avert my eyes so I don't see it. Is it green? All right. Hey, it's green. All right. So we've got green candle still. That's very good. So we'll give it a clap. So day 953 at the moment. We've got Pulse at the moment up 6.4% at quadruple 0174. We've got PulseX at the moment at quadruple 0139 up 8.6%. And so that's not too bad. Almost double digit, not too far away. Come on, PulseX, you can do it. We got the buy and burn sitting at 8.29%. I don't know why that's gone down because it was 8.3 yesterday. So I'm not sure what's happening there. We've got Ink Token at the moment, 72.5 cents, up 9%. So close to 10%. We get our double digit days. Hex at the moment is up 4.8% at gone back over 0.3 of a penny. And we got eHex almost losing a zero. We've still got 0.0099, can you believe it? So 99. Is that 99 thousandths of a cent? I think that's about right. 99 thousandths of a cent. So yeah, we've got eHex and PX combined at 0.4 of a penny right now. And so green candles, we'll take it. It's it's the band-aid got ripped off, and we'll take it for what it is. Not what's happening with these. There we go. We got 400,000 beats. Now this is high, much higher than we've had recently, and it's still very low, but it's actually a lot higher than we've had recently, isn't it? I mean, we've been having like 150 to 250, and here we are at 400,000 beats. Anyway, 0.3 of a penny for a swap today, so a little bit higher than what we've normally had. Validators, 52,642. That's just up slightly from yesterday, maybe 10 or something. They've got the bridge at 79.5, so we're almost back over 80 mil. We'll see how we get on. I do have a snapshot from the other day, don't I? What day was that? The 19th. What day is it today? 21st. 2 days ago. We were at 77.3. So we're up 2.2 million in the last 2 days. Everyone happy with that? 2.2 million increase the last 2 days? I think so. We'll take it. ETH is up from, we had 6,035 ETH 2 days ago. We now got 6,129. So we're up 100 ETH. Did that just come over in the last hour? I saw some ETH come over the pulse alerts. So maybe that's the difference there. Anyway, we got DAI was at 17,165. We're at 17,107. So we're down 65K in DAI. USDC was 16 million. We're at 16.1. So we've those have cancelled each other out, the DAI and the USDC. USD Tether was 4.9. We're at 4, just below that. So we lost about 20K on USD Tether. But we're up 100 on ETH. So we'll take that. What's that, 300K? So it's we're up about 280, are we? If I do my maths right, 280K over the last 2 days. We'll take that. Anything that's capital increasing. Like and repost. Definitely like and repost. That's helps a lot. All right. So that is where we are at the moment on GoPulse. Let's go to the markets. And we can see, let's go 24 hours. We've got 5 million volume, so still pretty low volume. It is the weekend though, but it just seems like we have pretty similar volume, somewhere between 4.5 and 6.5 million a day or week, weekday or weekend. So let's have to see what's moving at the moment. We've got Pepe is moving. And I could tell you a story about Pepe, but you might want to get in Discord about that. Pepe, it's up 25%. And that is at 0.00043 at the moment on the old Pulsechain. And what chart have I got here? The weekly charts. It bounced off 0.0031, so it's actually kind of decent. It's a good pulse ratio. I got to remember to do that a lot more. We're at 24.9, so just bouncing off around we're bouncing off around 20. We're up about 25 now on the ratio, so 25 pulse per Pepe. And of course, this is Pump Tires, right? So 10 months old, 10 months and 18 days. So Pump Tires is heading towards 1 year. I guess we have a 1 year anniversary. Keep opening up the what the fudge is going on here? Close. Oh, there we go. I don't know. I kept opening it up in another window for some reason. What else? We got Roland's in the house. Yo, I'm a X1 Maxi, but I got PDC and PZN long term. Nice. Yeah, good ones. I'm waiting for Pepe on X1. Yeah, it's going to do pretty well, isn't it? I think they're rolling. All right, so number 2 is Most Wanted. It's up 17%, sitting at 66/100th of a penny. So we've got some of the top meme coins on Pulsechain moving at the moment. We got Missile from OG Web Chef up 17.5 cents. Have a look at that. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Okay, having a bit of a move, the old Missile. It's been doing. This is daily candles. Been doing pretty well, stepping up too. So going to continue to do these step ups. Oh boy, that's pretty interesting. We've got that first step up, consolidate, second step up. Interesting. Are they market making this? This OG Web Chef, presumably. Still coming off the bottom, but Pulsechain's down at the bottom, right? So not surprising. Let's have a look at let's log this. Let's log this baby. Oh wow. Okay, so bottomed out at 21.7 Pulse, got pumped, then came all the way back down to 27. Now it's back at 26 again. So it's getting to the point where it could really, if it breaks away from here, could start to zigzag back up. That'd be pretty interesting. I haven't really been following too much in the OG Web Chef, so if you're in that crew, let me know. Educate me. Happy to do that. We've got Firewall there up 15%, and that's sitting at 00011. So that's up versus the most pair. We've got 90mm at the moment. Our second biggest DEX. Really only got 2 big DEXs plus the 2 balancer forks. As far as I think that's probably a fair assessment. And at the moment we've got at 87/100ths of a penny, and these guys just keep grinding. They just keep doing their business, man. And they are very, very exciting about that. Now, recently, of course, they with their rewards, they added Merkle Tree rewards to process that, and so here we are. They're slowly climbing. Keep a lookout for these guys. There's obviously pulsing rallies too. These guys are getting all the volume, and the fees will go up dramatically. They're multi-chain too. I think multi-chain, and keep a lookout for this one on the old blue chips. Let's look at the ratio on the ratio there. That's looking pretty good, isn't it? This is the daily. I don't know. Have you noticed the things keeps moving around all the time frames? But we're on the daily here. 500 pulse per 19mm, and let's look at the weekly to make it similar to the price chart there. Yeah, looking pretty good, isn't it? Looking pretty good. We will go to the USD and let's have a look at the RSI. Let's pull the RSI up. Oh, no, I've already got the RSI there. Okay. The RSI on the weekly is looking, obviously with Pulsechain down so much, we've got plenty of room to do any sort of hyper run on here. 41 at the moment is on the RSI. Let's go to the daily, and daily getting not quite over. It's at 63, so it's still got a ability to move higher. Let's look at the 4 hour there. Just take note though. Always good to use the RSI. As you can see here, like topped out here, topped out there, and then it sort of came down. So just really good to use the RSI as a check. If you're a bit like, am I buying it too high? Am I buying too high? Then it's a good way of trying to not buy the top, and it's why using RSI is so good. Pepe on X1, man, yeah, that will be pretty amazing, Roland. Pretty amazing. I love your X1 coverage, by the way. I appreciate that. Thanks, Roland. Much appreciated. Roland, I think you're running the X Spaces. Do you run the X Spaces? Is that right? I just have a feeling you're running X Spaces for X1, maybe for the Skulls DGen. Folks, look down on Pulsechain, but there's pretty good volume and plenty of opportunity, a great community. Yeah. Well, the other thing is, if another way of looking at volume on Pulsechain, even when it's down low at around 5 mil, is that if you annualize that, that's about $1.8 billion in volume a year. So it's another way of looking at it, right? Another way of looking at it. It makes it a much better look. Excuse me. So if we do go up to 20 million a day, or etc., you 4x that volume, right? So puts at about 7 billion or something like that. So yeah, let's go. All right, so that's kind of where we are right now on 9mm. Let's go into Peacock. So Peacock is number 6 and number 7 in our top 10 guys. Peacock, and we're going to be talking about LibertySwap today. It's up 11.8%. So nice little gainer today on the old Peacock. Had been consolidating, and we've had look at the support. Look at this chart. Look at this chart here. Look at that. So we had good support at 78/100th of a penny, and then the slightly higher there, just very slightly 79/100th, and then significantly higher, I would say 87. Well, let's say a bit more higher at 88, and here we are just over 1 penny again. So let's see where we go from here. But of course, this has got a lot of the big stuff on it. So we'll be looking out for that. Now let's look at the pulse ratio. Pulse ratio there, yeah, just slowly look at this ratio here, just really showing signs of strength. Remember when Pulsechain's kind of down, and this is showing moving sideways. That's a really good sign, kind of accumulation. So and not a continued rollover, right? Not a continued rollover. So that's really cool. Yeah, keep a look out for that. Peacock. All right, so that's at number 6 and number 7. And while we're doing that, I guess we should talk about. I thought I was going to sneeze again. I don't know. It might be the season. Might be the summer season. I don't think I have hay fever or anything, but you just never know. LibertySwap has got lots of updates, so let's go through those while we're here. Before we do that, though, Roland says I got a boatload of PZN. I'm thinking LPing it. Seems 9mm is the way to go. Yeah, probably. Yeah, PZN's good. Yeah. We've talked a lot about that in our Discord. No, don't run spaces, but I'm in there all the time in DGN spaces and X spaces. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah, must have seen you in there. Good morning, Pulsechain friends, says LibertySwap. This is 6 hours ago. Countdown 5 days to Christmas. Indeed. And there's little Miss Liberty. There's a whole family of liberties. Now this is an update from 5 hours ago. After LibertySwap V2 is released, now this is the big thing that's coming, right? Is LibertySwap V2. Shipping new features becomes much faster since we can build features independently or fork proven features from Ethereum protocols and hook them up easily. Okay, stand back for a minute and think about what these guys are saying here. It is that sentence looks a little bit like blah 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 blah. Right? No, it doesn't really. But what it's actually saying is that we can hook in all this DeFi, guys. We can do some simple forks of lots of stuff and build out this ecosystem. And because we've got the bridge flowing money in, right? It's because we're doing all this other stuff and behind the scenes there around LPing and everything else. We're going multi-chain. We can suck all this opportunity into these DeFi forks. Is that crazy? So this one little paragraph is actually just the tip of an iceberg, and these guys are such rapid developers. Their teams, I don't know. They seem like to me they're a bunch of really high smart guys from Europe. It looks like a Europe team, because if you think about, like, if you're going to get really top teams, you're thinking about Europe, America, and Asia, right? You're thinking about that's probably where you get these super duper teams at the top of the game. And sure, there's some other countries out there and other areas, but that's kind of where you're going to get the top end guys, right? So I think these guys are doing that. Now, we do believe that they're associated to Crypto Sparbook. That's been our first lead into the team, that Crypto Sparbook is involved. And so, yeah, that would go along very well with the European idea that these guys, possibly some guys holding out of that team. So I won't go too far with that speculation, but that is the play. So after LibertySwap V2 is released, shipping new features becomes much faster since we can build features independently or fork proven features from Ethereum protocols and hook them up easily. OMG. OMG. Let's put in, we've got to do a little OMG. Do we got any of those? OMG. Let's, I don't know, let's put this crazy guy in it. That's pretty funny. OMG, love you, sis. I don't know. We're having too much fun in the weekend. It is the weekend, guys. It is the weekend. Keep team. What's it? Alpha Baller says team keeps delivering nonstop. They do indeed. LFG today will be our full day, full send Pulsechain. Absolutely. So kind of cool. What's else we got there? They obviously do a lot of price stuff. On Monday, you said V2 would come this week. Is this still on track? We're working through the weekend and staying aligned with the plan. Progress will come. The priority is to keep the team moving forward without unnecessary pressure or rigid deadlines. Now, obviously, Christmas coming up, and so they've got a few days to do that. So, which new features are currently looking at? A lot, all huge features. Yeah. So some of the stuff we are expecting that is potentially stable coins. So remember, they've done the wrapped ETH, through the Railgun and Ethereum to Railgun to Pulsechain. So that was huge, right? But they're also we're expecting stable coins to be added and the hook into Batias, so people will be able to trade with the privacy wallets. So it's huge, right? The Railway wallet, they're also working on a whole ton of stuff. I mean, there's so much stuff now, the wallet hybrid and all other stuff like that. So they're pretty rapid with that. And it kind of looks like they're forking a lot of stuff, enhancing it where needed, and testing it, and then getting it out, basically. And that's rapid. They're probably running some of those, those rapid development programs. I just forgot the names of them right now, but that is it. That is it. That is cool. So that little paragraph is really unleashing a ton of whoop ass, and that's going to be super bullish for Pulsechain. That is really great. So kind of cool. 5 hours ago, with the new privacy meta emerging on Ethereum and other blockchains, the best path forward is to expand Railgun privacy routes in all major blockchains, collect fees, and use them to buy Peacock or pair the fees with Peacock. So this is that's the main sort of plan there about capturing and creating value. And of course, Peacock is the chosen one, right? And of course, the other thing about this, if these guys can do it, if they all they have to be is consistent, keep doing what they're doing, and of course, this is if they can get Peacock really moving, it would be obviously utility meme coin. And as I say, there's only like maybe somewhere between $7 and $10 billion meme coins, depending on where we are in the cycle at the moment. It's about that number in the world, and that itself, if you can become $1 billion meme coin, well, that there would put you on the map, right? That'd put you on the map. So we'll keep a lookout for that. In fact, we might pull up the old CoinGecko later on, see where it's ranked at the moment. This brings real value and capital into the Pulsechain asset. So help us, friends. We will survive and come out as winners as in this market. Peacock, if you want. I'll bid Peacock if you want there. And we got the old movie there. Cool. Yeah. It's a great movie, that one. Revenue first thinking, cross-chain fee capture that routes value back to the chain. Yes, we need to shift our mindset to attract more revenue and channel it back into Peacock. Love this vision. Bid the coins to infinity. So we've got a few little comments there. Take over Wall Street. We're not buying their overpriced stocks. We buy the bird stocks. Yeah. All right. So some cool comments there. Let's keep going. PancakeSwap, the main and native DEX on BNB, is actively capturing attention and opportunities from other blockchains while maintaining its core role on BNB chain. ProveX aims to generate multi-chain demand. The walled garden approach is designed to preserve value within Pulsechain, while multi-chain applications are used to attract attention and resources to outgrow Pulsechain native assets. Ultimately, the growth of Pulsechain native assets is the primary objective there. So that's kind of cool. My conclusion, just by Peacock. All right, so a bit of fun there. Always adding a bit of fun to the updates. One time they added so much fun it was almost more like a heart attack. But generally speaking, it's really good. Wake up, bridge to Pulsechain now. So not only are they doing a lot of big developments, they're also a great cheerleader for Pulsechain with the old Liberty lady. Funds are coming. Let's keep the momentum going this season. He said it will be a good year. Yeah. What's the significance of 98 for Peacock? Coins with a good rating or higher score on DEX scores. Not exactly sure how they calculate it, but it seems the community activity and sentiment play a big role. Okay. All right. I'm sure they had that on the picture, did they? Let's see it there. All right, so that is fun. Yeah, and like I say, they're delivering the alpha stuff. So that is everything from LibertySwap. So we're expecting LibertySwap V2 have a lot of surprises. They've got a lot of stuff on their roadmap, and we'll be posting an update on LibertySwap strategy with a lot of extra stuff that I'm not talking about on the stream after the live stream. So if you guys haven't joined up to Strategy Club, I have actually corrected it. I had the wrong link for some time. I talked about for months and I had the wrong link. We got Join Strategy Club now, whoop.com, and that's the Strategy Club room. Now, it was the right link, but it was just too long. It was just too long. So it was a little bit distracting from the strategy room. You'd have to go find it. But whoop.com, strategy room, that is to join up. It's just over $1 a day, $35, $35 a month. And you get all the intel flowing in there constantly every day. So from crypto, Pulsechain, X1, etc., it's all flowing through there. So you can also find the link in the video description as well on YouTube. We're streaming to 3 YouTube channels, of course, at the moment. So So that's kind of cool. Big shout out to LibertySwap. Big shout out to the Strategy Club room for Crypto Night Show. That's in. You basically go through the Whoop store and then into the Discord and join our private club. It's hidden away in the Discord there. You need to access it through the Strategy Club room there. So just over $1 a day, fantastic value. All right, so let's get into the next one. We've got a couple of comments though. So let's do that. Let's scroll back up here. We've got a couple of comments. I got Wookie in the house. Hey, Wookie. Wookie is floating around in here. Hey, good to see you, Wookie, as always. Pleasure. Shaken, not stirred. Mo Mindset says, keeping crypto fun. Absolutely, Mo Mindset. Absolutely. So keep up the great work yourself in the community. Out and about there promoting Pulsechain. All right, so let's get into Rack and Michelle. Now, obviously, there's another big upgrade. So we've got LibertySwap version 2 coming, hopefully before Christmas, the next few days. Yeah. And with CoinMafia, they are ramping up too. Now, obviously, I don't know who it was in yesterday. I just can't remember off the top of my head. Someone was in here yesterday talking concerns about Rack and Michelle and selling into the chain. Now, I know CryptoSolve and Somi and that were talking about that regarding, wallet selling. Rack and Michelle obviously declares that because he's had a divorce with his wife has got a let me just post away out of this. Has got a professional financial agency that's advising her, and they would no doubt us from his point of view selling her share of the divorce settlement, I guess. So let me just I'm trying to do this without opening up stuff. So even though there is a lot of consistent selling that's holding down the chain with that selling, Rack and Michelle says, hey, look, it's my wife. I'm being consistent about this. It's not me. I'm actually buying, but my wife has control of her shares as crypto. This is true. And that's what happens when people have a divorce and half of the assets go to the other side, right? And apparently this is the case. So we're going to go back to this. I just want to talk about this quickly. You guys know I'm normally not a drama channel or this or that, but since a lot of people are raising it. He's got, if people have, this Rackham's reply about this issue, if people have an issue with my ex-wife selling her crypto, they can take it up with her consultant, Foundation Stone Advisors, at the foundationstoneadvisor.com. It's her crypto. She can legally do what she wants with it. They are a professional company. They can operate however they deem fit. As for everyone else talking crap about me, I could give two fricks of what they think, and they can take their lie and shove it straight where the sun doesn't shine. So that's his rebuttal. And you got Joshua Wu in there as well. So at the end of the day, you have to make a decision on who you think's selling and all that. Whether it's his wife, is it him? It's up to you. And so therefore, I'm just sitting in the neutral zone. So you take what it is, but I take him at his word, and so that's kind of the play at the moment. All right, so there we go. Let's move on to Rack and Michelle's other stuff here. So we're going to go back into his updates. So in any case, he's launching multi-chain products. He's been wanting to do this for years, guys. Now, obviously, he had the divorce on. The SEC was over the head of Pulsechain for 2 years. He's a big venture capitalist. He can't get himself too messed up. He doesn't want to get himself pulled into that either. So, there's a couple of factors there. But now he's ready to go. As soon as the SEC got defeated, he's been really ramping up a lot of stuff, and he's bringing it to market. So it's pretty exciting to see that. And this is the first one coming up, right? So we've got a few sneak peeks overnight. So let's talk about that. We got this update too. So there was that a contest that was on. That was finishing up too. But I wanted to get into these sneak peeks. So we've got some sneak peeks here. Let's go to the full screen, shall we? So we can have a look at that. There's I'll turn the sound off, because I get copyrighted on that. But here's the video. So we've got a nice rock video sound on it. Now it's obviously got all the tokens that get launched. So these little blocks are little tokens that people can launch. It's got all the blockchains. Look at all the blockchains actually. I mean, that's quite a few, right? So the blockchains on there, you got Pulsechain at the top, Ethereum, you got Optimus Prime, you got Optimerium, I don't know. We got BNB, we got Unichain here, we got Polygon, Sonic, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Base Chain, Katana. Apparently, I think there's a couple hundred or something. I know that he was going to launch Maybe he was originally going to launch like the 6 top ones and add three more kind of thing. But I don't know. It looks like they've taken the time to add as many as they can. So yeah, that's kind of where we are there. So lots of chains. I don't know why the thing in a sneeze or something. Vets and Crypto take away lessons for those married, says Vets and Crypto. Yeah, well, it is what it is. It's certainly you got to marry somebody that it's going to work out for sure. Plan accordingly, says Vets. Plan accordingly. Yeah. It's a big topic. You're trying to open up a big topic there, Vets. So, not talk about it. But sneak peek, CoinMafia. You're ready. The premier multi-chain token launchpad. Create, trade, and launch tokens with bonding curves across all major EVMs. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I believe he's going to just continue to add chains. So he could end up. I don't know how many chains there are. There, a couple hundred. So you could end up adding a couple hundred. I don't know how many there are altogether EVMs, but there's a lot. So yeah, but probably the top 20, 30 are the ones that actually got any real value on them, one would argue. And there's a lot of little niche ones running around. And you definitely you probably got your top 10 and then your next top sort of 10 and not top 10. That's kind of that's probably as far as it goes, as far as the rabbit hole goes. So yeah. So that's kind of got the stuff. So you got the tokens. You've got a referral program, and this could be very popular, right? This, especially, we've got some teams on Pulsechain that are like professional token launchers. They could use this quite nicely. It probably suits them really well. So they'll clip the ticket on the launch. We'll see what that does, because I think the maximum you can control here is 10%. So some of those teams might not even come to CoinMafia because they'll just keep using pump tires. They'll just keep using that or any of the other pump fun or whatever. They'll be using that because they get to buy up to 82% of the tokens. So there's going to be some interesting, probably different market participants. But generally, I think the general people will want to use this over pump fun and stuff, just because it's got much better cashbacks, and if it doesn't bond. So it's a much better deal for the average retail player that doesn't know how to play all those tricks and games. So yeah, so that's kind of cool. It's got that referral program. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, multi-chain, bonding curve, all the tokenomics which we've covered before. So that is a little sneak peek there. So that was kind of cool. Let's go back to the other sneak peek that I had, which was the first time I think we've seen this, which is actually the bonding curve. And you can see that too. It's got some music to it. Sneak peek, CoinMafia, get ready. The premier multi-chain token launch. Create, trade, and launch tokens with bonding curves across all EVMs. And you can see here it's got the price here. So if you've been on Pump Fun or Pump Tires, you see the price get pushed up as people buy. And on the right here, you got the progress with the bonding curve progress. This example's got 27%. It's got how much pulse is in the bonding curve. It's got how much pulse is required to graduate. So this is actually better because it's actually got a lot more information that I recall that the others don't have from memory. And so that's really good. These are sort of questions you ask yourself. And then it's got the price, the market cap, buy or sell, of course, before it goes live, bonds. And then, of course, it's going to go over to the V2 dexes, right? So Pulsex on Pulsechain, for example. So Pancake Swap on BNB, etc. Probably those things like that. What else we got here? Now the interesting thing is because he's got CoinWell launching, and I believe that's going to have an AMM in it. So if that has an AMM, how does it interact with that later on? That's going to be interesting. Will it be launching on that, presumably? So that's probably why he's launching this first as well. Also brings in a lot of people, right? So interesting stuff there. So that there was from that. Let's watch that one more time, shall we? So it's got all down the bottom here. It's got the rates. It's got the movements over a period of time, 1 hour, I think it is, 5 minutes and 1 hour. It's got that at the bottom. It's got trades, the amount of trades you've done, the holders, any comments. It's got a comment, which is interesting. And then I think it's got the bottom here. What's that bottom there? It's the I'm not sure. It's just the buying and selling. Yeah, buying, selling there. All right, so cool. That is the chart. So not bad. A little sneak peek there of CoinMafia. So really starting to get ramped up. Then we saw 14 hours ago. I love the Pulsechain community. It's definitely my go-to chain when I'm not transacting in the Bitcoin ecosystem, even support it with thousands of validators. And yes, I take profits. There are so many ways to bring value to our community with CoinMafia. It's an ongoing process as we and AI discover new revenue streams and emerging technologies. Perhaps coins born or graduated to Pulsechain.com get incentivized, and I assure you I can incentivize and sculpt the flow of traffic. So that's pretty interesting, right? Give me a bit of crypto bros. I'll make you proud. Don't listen to the lies. Of course, that's kind of partly why I addressed the issue today. Don't listen to the lies. Joshua and I have your back. So there we go. All right, so that is the play right now. Let's jump into. I think we've got a few more updates with CoinMafia around. It just feels more like Christmas, you know. So it's ticking away. You do have to get in the Telegram there. You probably get a few little extras on the Telegram joining up. Fixing to lower the dynamite. So no, are they doing a Christmas Eve launch or Christmas launch? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see when they actually launch. But yeah, sneak peeks in play. So that's it. That's a couple of sneak peeks there. So really good ones though on the old CoinMafia token launching site with completely different tokenomics from previous ones that we've seen out there. Well, so we've got Roland in the house there says, you like PDC? I got in day one burning Zen for it. I was top 5 at one point, fumbled the bag though. Yeah, PDC, I consider that one of our blue chips. DAO, obviously it's at the bottom of the range right now after a pretty big pullback. Does have big holders, does have big influences, so it's got a few pros and cons. But you know, most tokens have big holders, so Prairie Banana does an amazing job covering it, and they've done some upgrades on their dashboard, refreshed all that, so it's kind of cool getting ready for the next run, I guess. Pulsechain's off the bottom, so yeah, still feel pretty good about that project. I do think it faces competition from Vouch, a natural competition there, so that's interesting. Super Snake, yeah, same here, fumbled my TVC bag too early, says Super Snake. Roland says, as an X1 validator, Pulsechain community welcomed an X1 deck should launch next week. Yes, it is. Yeah, excited about that. Of course, I covered that in, was it yesterday's show, the day before, 2 days ago, I think, maybe, on the X1 weekly show. Looks like I'm doing a weekly show now on X1. It's been about that pacing. All right, so that's kind of cool. Let's jump over to the website. So the website says launching soon. So it's not there yet, guys. It's coming, CoinMafia. So it could be any day now. Could be. We'll see. All right, so TruDeFi. TruDeFi is another launch we're expecting. We've been following the journey of all these projects over the last few days. Roland says, glad I'm not alone. Misery loves company. Joking, I'm still ROI'd, so can't be mad, says Roland. About the BTC to Grays, I guess you're talking about there. All right, so TruDeFi, they were meant to launch yesterday. Looks like their run sheet's just taking a little bit longer to get it up to an announcement to launch, but they're working on that today. Understand that it's getting pretty close. Whole idea, of course, is to start some 2x ROI miners. So in other words, to double your pulse, and of course, be interesting to see how fast they can do that for you. They're going to have system miners, partner miners, referrals. Referrals only last for 45 days, I think, for the period. So it's going to be interesting. And of course, it is launching at the best time if you're going to do a project like this, because Pulsechain, you know, arguably at the bottom, right? Arguably at the bottom. So that is where we are right now. Well, it's coming off the bottom a little bit because we're having a little bit of green days, but so that's kind of the play there. I'm just having a quick look in TruDeFi to see whether there's anything update in there. They had some technical things apparently to deal with outside the control, so they're grinding through to get those done. And so yeah, we'll see how they get on with that. So we'll keep you update. Maybe by tomorrow they would have launched the True2X projects. It was going to take them about 15 minutes, I believe, 15 minutes. But you know, when you come to some technical issues, could be around the website or anything, and there's all sorts of things that can come up. So we'll keep you up to date to that. But we do have the website. So let's go to the website, and the website is here. So the website is here, and it's TruDeFi.io, and it's got a pretty funky website with lots of different things about how it works. So yeah, should we run an animation again? Let's do that one more time. Decentralized deposit PLS, get a double, accrue their dividends, compound or stay away, or withdraw it 2x earlier. So you're going to have lots of strategies around that. Total auctions, total miners deployed, total PLS dividends. So definitely check out the website. I might as well post the website in the chat. This is the first time I posted this website. OMG, first time I posted it. Bam, there we go. That's TruDeFi website there. All right, bam, that is it. So check it out. And so what about the website? So check out all the details about it. There will be referrals as well. So if you're into referrals, now they got the launch True2x. So this link is not active yet, but this will be active when it goes live. So you're probably best place to keep up to date is in the Telegram group. So you can join it. If you do click this link, it will take you to Telegram at the moment. If you click this link, but this will eventually have the DApp on it, right, for the auction and the miners and the WPLS. So that's it. Now, obviously, always do your own financial due diligence. Nothing financial advice, but it could have a promising future. We're going to keep a lookout for it and follow its launch and advancement. And good luck with the doubling and doubling and doubling. Maybe you can make 13 doubles. Wouldn't that be cool? Doubling 13 times, that'd be pretty neat if you could do that. Just like Hex to the 13 doubles. What else? We've got some comments there. Thinking launching PTC protocol on X1. Yeah, that'd be cool, Roland. Yeah, you get enough people around that. Be the first DAO there. Now I did see the ENS name has got DAO.x1 on X1 name service. So someone's thinking along your lines there. Super Snake, you mentioned Vouch giving PTC some competition. Vouch token is really cheap now. Shark bag for $1,500. Yeah. Well, it's obviously some differences, but it's got number one value. It's got over 10% of the values, I think, or about 10%, almost 10% of values. So 5,000 values. What's it? 52,000 values. Yeah. So it's also got 5% tax as well, which is similar to PTC the Grays. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, so those are some of the projects. So that is we'll keep a lookout. Let's go to the rest of the market because we only even got through the top 10. We didn't get through the top 10. So anyway, let's go through here. We've got Zero Trust at number 9. We've got Mafia on a bit of a move at the moment, up to 7%. Now, Mafia, of course, hasn't launched the final part, right? The fighting, the killing part. So it's had a lot of additions add to it on the old Mafia. We looked at it the other day, but Mafia is up at the moment. This is the big Mafia game on Pulsechain from Jacob, arguably the world's best peer-to-peer developer. And apparently it's got something like, I don't know, I'm just guessing, about 50, 60 contracts that run this thing. I mean, you have to be a pretty damn good coder to do that. They do have some centralized aspects to it, but it's definitely pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. 00056, and that is up in the last 2 weeks. Let's look at the pulse ratio on the old Mafia gangsters. Look at that. Whoa. So it's been climbing. This is the daily chart. Look at that. So it bottomed out over here in September. It was at 17. It's now at 32 there. Looking at the weekly chart, that was the weekly chart there on the pulse ratio, 32. All right, so that is getting ready, and they're getting closer. Aren't they getting closer? I'm not in the Telegram group anymore, so I don't know, any of the updates on the project. So if you guys know anything, let me know in the chat. What else? Sparta is up 6.7%. Number 12, Teddy Bear up 6%. Local Lines up 6%. Unity up 6%. Unity, of course, is one to look out for from Cryptographics. He's a smart guy doing some smart things there. Doubt Token up 6%. One of the top meme coins, of course. Most wanted as well. Number 2 behind Peacock, isn't it? Up 5.6%. In fact, we might go to the RH Max coins after this. Shall we do that? Because I think we've got plenty of time. Fitzgerald still making a little bit of a comeback, up 5%. Let's have a look at this chart. Yep, still a little tiny bit of a comeback here at this stage. We'll keep a lookout for that. Wasn't a big fan of the narrative, although people would have done well, believing it for a period of time before it came back down. What else do we got? The P Tiger up 29, up 5%. Another one influencer there, like Crypto Tiger God, got putting up videos and moving that along. So it's actually doing pretty well. I know it's come down from the top, but still doing pretty well out of all that. And he doesn't look like, I don't think he's going away, and he's doing more content. What do we get up to? P Tiger. Little kitty cat. We got UFO sitting at number 32, up 5%. We got Love.io now at number 36, up 5%. I'm just rounding a little bit here. Zendog tied into the Peacock, that's up 4%. MoonX as well. Firewall Gears up 4%. Curve up almost 4%. What else there? Number 50. Oh, number 50 is Hex, but just above that, number 49 is PDI. Sorry, it's PDI, but it's Pump Tires Die. So it's not really PDI, is it? It's Die. Pump Tires Die. And that's just jumped to 48, but it's up 3.5%. It's come off the bottom right. It's really quite low, I think, last time we checked. Scrolling down a bit further here. Batius up 2%. Arguably, Batius is dramatically, I don't know if it's dramatically undervalued, but it's earning a lot of fees. It's the big DEX aggregator, although it's now facing competition from Swift and others that are coming in into the zone. We still haven't seen the AI trading, right? They're doing that second phase. They did the sacrifice rates for that. So we haven't seen that at the moment. So this is at 2.5 cents right now on the old Batius. Definitely one of our blue chips, heavyweights on the old Pulsechain, coming off the bottom. So obviously went down with Pulsechain, bounced off at 2100th of a penny, or 2.1 cents, 2.5 cents, and the market cap at 1.7 million. But as far as I know, we're still waiting for the 2.0 trading, AI trading. Certainly taking them a long time. I did say at the time I thought it was going to take them a long time because AI is a tricky thing, especially if you're going to apply it to trading. Now, typically, I don't know if you guys have followed much in the early days when the AI bots were out. AI bots, trading bots. They would do well on the upside, but they always did badly on the downside. And so I don't know. I haven't kept up to date with them now, but hopefully there's probably some that are doing better on the downside these days. I've seen a few videos claiming such things, but it probably has got better. Let's see. Let's go down to number 72. X game down here. Pump Tires. Pump Tires up 1.7%. Now, Pump Tires, of course, is going to face a lot more pressure. It's down here at 2,800 a penny, but that is obviously a global good for Pulsechain, right? Because it captures all that pulse. But it's also going to face competition now from CoinMafia, right? Which is a competitor. Now, like I say, the guys that like to get 82% of the coins, they're going to continue to use Pump Tires. Because if they're the ones that are pushing a lot of these coins, dominating a lot of space, that will continue. Let's see that changing. All right, what else we got there at the moment? Sparta at number 75, up 1%. So a little bit of moves here, not really a lot. Not happening. Source under meal, 6.4 cents, up a little bit, just under 1%. Hex Pump Tires pretty much flat here at 0034. But like that, Pump die. That's a Hex at the moment. Obviously, there's only 1 billion of these tokens, right? So it's kind of got some degree of scarcity and more control, but it's all about capital, right? Capital flowing in. You can pump it pretty easy because liquidity is pretty low, 38k, but you still need market makers to do that, or at least get it on. Worst performer at the moment, SolidX down 22% today, and Bria as well down. Surprise, surprise. So it's down, but it's not really down, right? It's down 9%, but it's still sitting pretty handsome after recent pumps at 0.0029, almost 3,000. So not too bad. Now there's obviously waiting for CoinWell, CoinNaki, maybe to some degree CoinMafia, although I don't see a use case for that. So maybe it'll just consolidate here. We'll see. But CoinWell and CoinNaki, if it's the AI dog for that, then yeah, should get a lot of love. And of course, CoinNaki is supposed to have battle of the memes, and therefore it should get a bit of love there too. Could say more about this, but you'll have to get into Strategy Club if you want to find out. So links in the video description or pinned to the top of X. All right, so that's it at the moment. SolidX, let's go. That's down at 48 cents. Obviously, X game, we've covered that all before. I don't really want to go through it all again. But there we are at the moment, 48 cents right now. We haven't really heard too much from Firewall, but that is where we are on the charts. All right, we've got ALGO at the moment. Hex derivative down here too, down 3.5%. So actually not too bad a day, is it? Not too bad a day. We've got at the moment 83 coins that are green in US dollar terms. And we've got the big movers though at the top is Pepe. Peacock's still rising, guys. Look at that, still rising relative. Or the others are dropping. In any case, the others are dropping. So we've got Pepe, Peacock, 9mm, PDC. Yeah, those are pretty good. Those are pretty good ones to be in there. Pepe, of course, is just a a meme coin like any others, but it's got the big brand, and I think it got oversold, didn't it? We didn't look at this before, but yeah, it's still down near the bottom. But it's really going to be moved by the brand, I think, more than anything. Regardless of if there's scarce holders or whatever the ownership allocation is, it really still needs there's the brand that's going to hold that up. But yeah, we've got Peacock and Peacock and 9mm. They're both revenue, right? They've got revenue pushing that up, so it's not just the people. It's got businesses pushing that up. PUSD Grays, not so much. Missile and all those other ones have they got this liquidity mechanism, haven't they, that keeps moving these coins, but of course they're not as powerful as they used to be. But that's in play. And then Mafia basically is kind of a business too, right? It's at number 9, so it's a game, right? So that is where we are right now. Look at that Peacock moving high and high. It's going to take a little bit to move up to get to Pepe, but definitely building out some pretty huge stuff over the next few days. And of course, those hooks, guys. That's a whole ecosystem, man. That's can I say it? Can I say it without getting in trouble? I'm going to say it, but I'll whisper it. It's a bit like I feel bad saying it. I feel bad. I won't say it. I feel bad. It's supposed to be no drama channel. All right, so let's move on. Guys. All right, so that is some of the stuff there as well on the old chain, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Now we're going to look at RH memes, weren't we? RH memes, because we've got a bit of time. How have we done? 56 minutes. We've got a couple minutes ago. So we got the memes here on RH memes. So this is rhmemes.com. And you can see at the moment, they put the old PDI up there, which I wish they hadn't put that up there. Don't know why they did that. But anyway, they got it there. So we just ignore that, right? Just ignore that, and we go to Peacock at the top, and that's currently up at just over 1 cent. That's sitting at 13.2 million. Most at the moment is number 3. In terms of liquidity. So Peacock liquidity, I don't know how accurate this is. It may be missing some stuff, but it's 270K right now. I think that would be higher than that, actually. Maybe it's because it's probably because of Pulse. Maybe I don't know. It seems a bit low, but most there at 247, and so yeah, that is kind of where we are at the moment on liquidity. Market caps, of course, most are sitting at 30 million. Peacock at 13. Now, as you guys know, let's go to CoinGecko, shall we? Let's do that. That's the other thing I was going to do, right? It's CoinGecko. And so we've got, at the moment, let's finish this. We've got Peacock, most, Pump Tires, P-Tiger, Zero, Trump, etc. And I'm not sure. I think that's filtered on the market cap, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's not filtered on market cap. What's it filtered on then? What's it filtered on? Sort by liquidity. It is by liquidity, yeah. All right, so it's by liquidity, which is the main one I like. So that was good. So yeah, Peacock number 1, most number 2. If we screw Peter, screw Peter. I don't know why they added it, man. It's so annoying. Why they added it in. Well, they're basically saying it's a meme. It's a meme. Is Peter a meme? No. I don't know if Peter's a meme. I thought Peter, they're trying to make it a serious thing, like $1. I mean, it's like, is it just a meme to $1? It's always a meme. Does I don't know. There's so many narratives of Peter getting to $1. Have you? It's funny. It's a bit of a cult. Peter's a bit of a cult. But hey, look, I keep minded if they can make it $1, good on them. But it's a bit of a cult. Sean O'Malley in house. Good morning, all. Good to see you, Sean, as always. Always a pleasure. Shaken, not stirs, says Sean. Shaken, not sure. He's probably at the surf club now. Bang Bang Pulse Gang. We've got Frank White in house. Good to see you. With us there. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. And enjoy the Christmas holidays, everybody. Bring back Christmas, guys. We're going to do it. Because they tried to get rid of it, right? They tried to get rid of it because they're horrible. But anyway, so many of us aren't RH memes. I don't know why they added so many. I know, I agree. Well, I know they want a nice, fine list, but they should have kept it pretty cool. Anyway, so let's go have a look for Peacock. And then we're going to have a look at the memes. Peacock. Now, obviously, let's have a look. So Peacock is ranked at 1,652. Now, when Peacock was about 3 cents, it was ranked, I think, somewhere as high as maybe 1150, somewhere like that, something like 1150, briefly when it was there. So it hasn't cracked the 1,000 yet, as far as I know, at that 3 cent mark, because I think it was about 1150. And so it's got a long way to go, but of course it can all happen pretty quickly. And so we're looking forward to that. So yeah, at the moment, it's funny enough, the market cap on here is only 8.9 million, which is kind of interesting. So the CoinGecko is at 8.9 million. They got it at 13.2 million here on RH memes, which is interesting. I can't remember what it was on deck screen. It's probably a similar number. So even if you do that at 8.9, whatever the differences are, to get to $1 billion, still got a way to go, right? So we'll just do that quickly. $1 billion. That's still. Oh, what the heck? What's going on here? Help! Divided by. Okay. That's 111x. 111x to get to $1 billion. So 111x to get to $1 billion. Remember that one, guys. 111x. Let's do it. That can all happen pretty fast. They're building LP. They can burn the tokens off. They can buy. They can build their treasuries, and all these DeFis. They can get a lot of supply sinks. There's lots of options they can do. They can stake Peacock for meme airdrops, which is one of the things they talked about doing. Looks like that's moved into next year because they're doing a lot of the heavy lifting right now, laying the foundations. But that's all it looks like it's coming. And so therefore it can run away pretty quickly, can't it? Let's go to the meme coins and have a look at how many are in the $1 billion mark right now. Let's scroll down here. Memes. All right, number 20. Number 20. It's our best friend. All right, so number 20 there. So we got number 1 is Doge up at 22 billion. Shiba Inu is at number 3 up 4.4 billion. Meme Core is at 2.3 billion. And here's the good old Pepe that we were just talking about, topping the markets at the moment on Pulsechain, is sitting at number 4 at 1.7 billion. That's for Pepe, 504,000. Pump Fund. We were talking about that because Pump Fund there is sitting at 1.1. Now, I don't know. Is Pump Fund not? I don't know. It's not really. It's a launch site. I don't know why it's under meme coin. So I don't know. I wouldn't have there on this here as a meme coin. Doge, Pepe. I'm not even sure about meme core being on here. Actually, I'd have to look into a bit more. I haven't looked into enough on that, but there's a couple in here that I probably wouldn't even have on the list. But anyway, 1.1. We got Trump. It's definitely a meme coin. 1 billion. So we've got how many at the moment? I mean, this fluctuates depending on where we are in the market, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins that are $1 billion right now. Last time I think we covered this, we had 7 or 8. So yeah, it's maybe even 9, but we're at 1 billion right now. The others are really drifted away from that, but we know meme coins can because we've obviously had this pullback in the market, this liquidation event since the 10th of October, and we're only sort of just recovering from it. We got Bonk down at 685 mil, Pudgy Penguins at 587 mil, SPX 460, and then we got Pippin here at 423, and then Floki just under 396 million, Dog with Hat at 346. So there's a few down there. So I'm going to look further down here. We got the Bitcoin Dog. As you guys know, we used to follow the Bitcoin Dog a lot. It's sitting at 100 million right now. It got pretty close. It just got shot. It didn't just almost got to $1 billion, but didn't make it. And now it's down 100 mil. So it's kind of interesting. So that is the market. Only 6 coins at $1 billion right now. So I mean, if Peacock can do that, it'd be pretty cool. Now, just to get to where Bonk is, I mean, it's 685, right? So 685. If it's to just get to the runner-up, as it were, 685. Well, let's just take CoinGecko's number, which of 9 million. That would be 76x to get to where good old Bonk is, bonkety bonk. So that's kind of interesting. But if we can get one of those big memes, and Peacock is that opportunity, I don't see the other meme coins doing it right because they don't have the business. Peacock is building out this massive, DeFi privacy ecosystem on Pulsechain, including liquidity pools and bridges and everything else. then it's got the best chance. The others certainly don't. So that's the play right now. So kind of cool. Keep a look out for that. All right, so I think that's it. We're an hour and 5 minutes into the live. I think that's pretty much it for the show. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I have enjoyed it. I love talking about Pulsechain and, of course, crypto, and that is where we are right now. So if you guys haven't checked out, don't forget to join up the Strategy Club. Link's at the top there. I freshened it up and moved it to the top there. And, of course, you get all the intel flows in there as well, plus a lot of stuff I don't say on the live stream. And, of course, you can ask me some questions about things, and I'll give you my opinion on there that I don't do on the live show. All right, so kind of cool. What else? I think that's about it, is it? Yeah, that's it. We've got a bit of a green day today, so let's take it forward to this. Let's hopefully that we get a few more days into Christmas where it keeps on moving. All right, take care, everybody, and I'll catch you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Don't forget, tomorrow, guess what's happening tomorrow? That's it. Monster Thread number 33 is coming out, guys. Monster Thread number 33. Look forward to that. That's going to be exciting. So all the hottest news from the last week coming out in Monster Thread number 33. All right, take care, everybody. Bye for now.